So Computer Associates Managed IT Division offers fully managed services, project-only services, and we also do break-fix work. But ideally, we'd like to become your IT department. And what we mean by that is become your fully managed services provider. The folks that do this are called managed services providers, or MSPs. And as an MSP, we do a lot of the things that other companies do in that regard. Things like remote monitoring and maintenance, operating system patching, upkeep of the antivirus applications, all of the things that you would expect from a managed services company. But what makes Computer Associates different is the way we partner with our customers. So we're going to step in and get engaged immediately in a 30-day onboarding process. And the onboarding process involves a little more than just remotely installing some agents and beginning to monitor behavior. We actually come on site. We want to meet with the key folks. We walk up to every PC and work with every user to talk about what kind of problems they're encountering and what kind of things we can help them with. And over a period of 30 days, as we install those agents and we work with these folks on their PCs, we're also looking for critical business data that may be on a PC and not centrally located. I've run into situations where product managers have production schedules on their PC down on the plant floor. And that's the only place it lives. And if that PC crashes or he should somehow corrupt that file, we've lost our production schedule for the entire month. That Excel spreadsheet would be defined as business critical data, and it should be stored on a server that's being backed up. So we simply work throughout the company looking for information like this, and we do something called folder redirection that's available in Windows, where we turn on folder redirection. We train the customer to save the file locally, but what's actually going on behind the scenes is that file is being stored in a central location on a server where it can be backed up on a daily basis. So identifying and centralizing critical data is a key part of the onboarding process, along with the installation of those agents. Of course, what the agents allow us to do is to connect to any of the endpoints in our new customer's location or locations in order to provide hands-on support. We have an 800 number that's available to all of the users on a 24/7 basis. There's no charge for our call support. You can call 100 times a day if that's necessary. The ability to back up and protect your data is very important. In that first 30-day period, we're going to look at what you're doing for backup, and we're going to make some recommendations. It's important that you're copying your critical data somewhere, and it's important that you also are using the proper procedures. Differences between things like image file backups and data file backups are very important, and whether or not you're creating a bootable copy or whether it's simply a copy that you're going to have to do a bare metal restore with, these are very important points that affect your disaster recovery plan and your ability to get back up and running after a crisis. The idea is to minimize the amount of downtime. So part of our 30-day onboarding process is evaluating your disaster recovery plan and helping you to build and to test one. We also want to set up some internal policies. If you don't have an acceptable use policy, if you haven't had your users sign a document that says they understand how they should be using the equipment you provided, you should seriously consider doing that, because it protects you from the liability of being responsible for the improper use of the equipment that you have provided. We also suggest that you put together a 60-day password policy. Passwords need to expire. People share their passwords. And it's very important, if you want to keep your data safe and you want to keep your data secure, that on a regular basis you are changing your passwords. And we can turn on a parameter within your operating system that will force your users to do that on a regular basis. We also establish a new employee and terminated employee process. What that means is that we put together a list of steps for both of those situations, where a HR manager can simply call the help desk and say, I've hired a new employee, this is their name, and this is their role. And the folks here at our help desk know exactly what to do. They're going to create a new login. They may create access to certain folders, permissions to certain folders based on the role of that individual. By the same token, when someone is terminated, they also notify us via a help desk call. and we know that we need to disable that login, maybe redirect their email to a manager. There's just a list of things that need to be done. It's just good housekeeping, and it's something that we want to help you with. As part of the managed services arrangement, we also provide bi-weekly visits. We set up a scheduled visit of 4 hours apiece twice a month, where one of our technicians will come in and work with your employees and work with folks on site to solve any problems that may have come up. This is included in the monthly service arrangement. It's a no-bill event, and we encourage our customers to take advantage of that. It's a way to optimize our relationship and minimize their charges. We also provide quarterly reviews. A public customer service relations manager will come in on a quarterly basis and provide our customer with reports, listings of all of the calls that we've serviced in the past 90 days. It helps us to identify chronic problems with machines or chronic problems with users that need to be addressed. We'll also give you reports on usage, memory usage, CPU usage, disk usage on all of your machines, and help you to identify things that may be reaching a problematic area. Finally, we'll work with you with budgeting. It's important that you're constantly reviewing the age of your equipment and the term of your warranties, rather than coming to you at the last minute to tell you that this month you have to buy a new server. We want to give you that warning 6 to 12 months ahead so that you can get that expense in your budget ahead of time. So these quarterly visits are very important, and we encourage our customers to take advantage of them. All in all, what makes Computer Associates different as a managed services provider is our partnering with the customer and actually becoming an on-site IT department that's much less expensive for you than going out and purchasing your own IT department internally. Our goal is to minimize your downtime, because downtime is expensive and costs you money.